is to provide the best social. No nudity. No. Oh. Okay. Alright. Welcome to Four Pillar Sports, baby.
Welcome to Four Pillar Sports, everybody.
I am looking forward to this one. This is episode 2. Sorry we weren't able to do one last week. Chris had a special visitor.
So. Yeah, I did. My uncle came out from Oregon, dude, and got to spend some time with him. I haven't seen him in 9 years, so that was really cool, dude.
Right.
It takes you back and makes you remember who you were and where you came from, and it was nice to see him and spend time with him. So
absolutely, man, it was fun. It was nice to see him because I hadn't seen him in a long time too.
Right.
So it was really cool to get to see him again. So I enjoyed his visit. We got a nice week out of it. So it was real cool to be able to do that. So technically we missed 2 episodes. Because the first one we missed, and then we missed the second one.
And just so everyone knows too, on the lives, I see you guys, but we're recording for our podcast. So if you guys want to stay on and ask any questions afterwards, then we're more than willing.
More than willing to talk then. Be sure to tune into fourpillar.sports. That is what the podcast is. That's on TikTok, Clapper. Of course, we are 4 Pillar Sports, all one word. Thank you for joining us on Clapper. This is our first time on Clapper.
This is our first time live on Clapper. How you guys doing?
Tay, if you can hear us, please hop on my live real quick and give me a sound update on it.
Please do.
Okay. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get right into wrestling, the wrestling pillar. So, as we all know, WrestleMania is just weeks away. Literally, I believe it's 2 weeks away, 2 weekends away from this weekend.
2 weekends away, dude. This is going to be awesome, man. It's
2-night spectacular.
WrestleMania 40, dude. Yep. In Philadelphia, dude.
That's right.
Like, Rocky, buddy. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
And we're going to have a Rock. We're going to have The Rock.
We're going to have The Rock. That's right.
So it's going to be interesting. Probably going to be involved in both nights. We'll give you a kind of a prediction. I think we're going to hold off our actual predictions until the podcast before the WrestleMania.
Definitely.
That will probably end up being a exclusive wrestling podcast because of the fact we'll be previewing the whole entire pay-per-view, or premium live event, as WWE likes to call them now. And so, since we'll be doing that, and it's especially since it's a 2-night, premium live event, it's going to take up the whole hour. No way we're going to be able to do it in 15 minutes.
Right, that's very true.
So that's basically what we've been doing. If you haven't been here with us before, we do cover 4 sports, sports entertainment, also, which is what wrestling is, sports entertainment.
There you go.
Baseball, football, and basketball are the other ones. We try to break it down as best we can into 15 minutes. So we're going to continue doing that until we're actually on our own lives with the actual 4 Pillar Sports.
Yeah, if you guys want to, give it a follow.
We'd appreciate it so we can go live on that directly instead of just on our individual accounts.
Yeah.
Or you can also follow us, like we said, on Clapper, which we do have an actual straight-up account, since Clapper lets you go live without being at 1,000.
Yeah, that's a little bit nicer, dude, because it's like, especially when you're coming up with a new account and whatnot,
right.
And we had an account before with our other podcast, but we rebranded, and so now we're even further away from 1,000 on TikTok. So it's kind of like, but we wanted the fresh start. So
yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Fresh everything. So let's go ahead and get into it. One of the matches I'm looking forward to is going to be for the 3rd time ever at a WrestleMania, and ironically, kind of into a 15-year clip. Starting from WrestleMania 10, we're going to have a brother versus brother match as the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, will clash at WrestleMania.
Yeet.
If you're unaware, WrestleMania 10 featured the Hart brothers. That was Brett, and it was
Owen.
Owen Hart. Yeah, I want to make sure I got that one right.
Yes.
Owen and Brett. And then you had the Hardys at WrestleMania 25, which is Matt, of course, and Jeff. There you go. I can't believe I blinked on Jeff's name.
Dude, we met Jeff Hardy, bro.
I know.
Like, come on, dude.
That's my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Anyways, we have proof of that.
We do.
We do have proof of that.
Maybe we'll show you guys sometime soon all of our collections and whatnot. That would be cool.
Absolutely. And then, of course, like I said, now it's going to have the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. This one I'm looking forward to. Again, we're not going to do any predictions right now. I'm just going to go over some matches that we're really looking forward to.
Yeah, man.
This one, I really, really can't wait to watch.
What's cool is, they're twins.
Yeah.
They know everything about each other, so it's going to be very interesting to watch, and it's going to be interesting to see if Solo Sikoa, if he gets involved with this in any kind of way, dude, because I know they're all brothers, but where does his loyalties lie?
Right, and it's been interesting because if you've been following the plot line, too, with everything with going on with the bloodline and stuff, Solo's been kind of having some issues with Jimmy lately.
Yeah,
so
I think he's kind of to the point now too where he wants to kind of break out on his own
as well. Yeah.
And if anybody could take on Roman, I think he could do it.
Yeah, that's a big possibility.
There you go.
Another match that's going to be officially on night one. I'm not sure yet which night the Uso brothers will actually square off. So that's going to either be night one or night two. Probably going to be a night one match, but I'm not going to make any guesses on that until we know the official match card, which we should know probably either within the next week or two.
Yeah, I'm really excited, dude. This is cool.
Absolutely. We're going to have The Rock and Roman teaming up to take on Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes in a match stipulation because the winner can determine the outcome of how the match will proceed the next night between Cody and Roman for the undisputed Universal Championship.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be if Roman and The Rock win, it'll be bloodline rules, which means anything goes.
Yep.
So, and if Cody wins, then then the bloodline is banned from ringside. So we'll see what happens with it.
Absolutely. And I gotta feel bad a little bit for Seth. I believe that he's got a two match night. I'm sorry, which he will also face Drew McIntyre for the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, man.
Heavy night.
Yeah, heavy night for everybody, dude. I mean, especially when you're wrestling in for Cody and Roman, you're wrestling twice.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, Seth wrestling twice in one night. That's a big feat, especially coming back from a knee injury. So we'll see what happens with it.
And we know that his back has been bothering him for a few years too, so that's going to make it a little bit more difficult. So as we all know,
and we know the Scottish Terminator, man.
Yeah.
He will target anything, and he will just it's going to be bad.
Yeah. But don't be shocked if healthy enough, if you don't see CM Punk that night causing a little bit of interference at some point because of the way Drew McIntyre has been trying to bury him since his injury. So just saying, don't be surprised.
Yeah, he's got too big of an ego to stay home. So, we'll see him
if he's healthy. Yeah, if he's healthy enough. He might make his appearance, his presence be known in some form or fashion. Let's see. Another good match we're looking forward to. A triple threat match featuring the United States title. Logan Paul, the current champion, taking on Kevin Owens and Randy Orton.
Logan Paul, this is your first real big test.
Yeah.
You've got Kevin Owens, who's well over a 12-year vet. You got Randy Orton, who I've been watching since we were teenagers.
Yep.
So you've got this is your first test, and I know you did well in the Elimination Chamber or whatever. You've had some good matches, but I really hope that you get your ass kicked. That's all I'm saying. So
this is not your WrestleMania moment?
No, not your WrestleMania moment at all. I hope Randy Orton gets it, but I'm okay with Kevin Owens getting it too.
Yeah, I have a hard time putting Randy as a mid-card title holder right now. Cause to me, he just deserves to be in the main picture.
He does, but at the same time, I mean, with his back injury and whatnot, maybe it's just easier for him to hold the United States title until he decides his back is well enough to go after the big dog.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's going to be a fun one and interesting to see what happens going forward. All right, sir, so let's go ahead. That's the most matches we're going to talk about right now.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to get too into it.
Yeah, because we could talk about wrestling all night. I mean, I know I can.
He'll get on a soapbox and just
pretty much
roll, baby. Just keep rolling.
That's how I go.
All right, so let's go ahead and switch gears. Baseball technically has kicked off, and it kicked off in Seoul, Korea. South Korea, by the way, not North.
Yeah.
So the Dodgers and Padres officially kicked off the Major League Baseball season. The game was at 6 a.m. Eastern Time in the morning on Fox if you actually wanted to watch it. I, however, was not getting up that early. I had to be up early enough for work. I didn't want to get up extra early just to watch baseball. And I do love my Dodgers.
There you go.
I am wearing the hat. I'm just wearing it backwards to kind of be a little bit respectful to everybody else. Sort of.
Well, you know.
Shohei Ohtani, though, did have a nice debut for the Dodgers. He got his first 2 hits as a Dodger and even stole a base as a Dodger. So that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy the Dodgers got him, dude. And he's golden, bro. He's golden.
I'm so surprised he chose the Dodgers, honestly. I was like, I just don't know if he's going to pick the Dodgers.
Think about it. You're in the LA limelight, dude. I mean, why not, bro?
I mean, just the prestige, because I know the Yankees were involved, because, you know, a lot of people, whether we like the Yankees or not, to players, that's still prestigious.
Yeah.
So, hopefully now we're kind of getting to that point where we're considered prestigious. We have been around for a long time. It's not like we're a new team. We just haven't had the consistent success that we've had of lately in a long time. Because, you know, back in the 50s, even though we weren't really winning a lot of titles in the 50s, we were still contending for titles back in the 50s, 40s, and whatnot.
Right.
Especially when we got Jackie Robinson. I'm just saying, though, that... And then we kind of went for a lull. Then we had a couple good runs in the 80s. We got the 81 title, the 88 title. And then it kind of fell off in the 90s, even though we had some great players. We had Piazza, Karros. But unfortunately, our... what was it? Our owner, Frank McCourt, was just a terrible owner, and that cost us big time because he wasn't a rich owner. And unfortunately, he was kind of barely millionaire status, not billionaire status. And then when Major League Baseball finally got it where he had to sell the team, and we got to billionaire status with the Guggenheim partnership, whoo boy, did we start spending money.
That's what's up, bro.
And we finally got one title. And, of course, everybody else is going to be like, oh, you won it during COVID, blah, blah, blah. Hey, at least we won one.
There you go, right?
So, finally, jeez. San Francisco still should have stayed in New York, but that's another story. I won't get on that soapbox. That was actually Major League Baseball's fault that the Giants moved out west because they didn't want the Dodgers going by themselves. They wanted more people out in California, so San Francisco got to be included.
All right, now we're getting on the soapbox with you, bro. Let's.
All right, I'm sorry, but anyway, so baseball has officially kicked off. Dodgers are 1-0, and the Padres are 0-1. Suck it, Padres. Anyways, but spring training is still going on, of course, and commencing. I'm looking forward to the Dodgers coming back home on their opening day. Though I am looking forward to Yamamoto pitching tomorrow. We do get Yamamoto tomorrow morning. In the early morning, not getting up early to watch him pitch.
You could always record it, bro.
I guess I could watch it and then
you could
record it and then watch it as I'm working.
There you go.
But I'm just happy. I feel like this team actually has a legit chance. Last year, our pitching, I knew we weren't winning that series, even though we did win the division again, but we got totally worked in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. I mean, your pitching rotation can only go so far.
That and then of course our bullpen was garbage.
Yeah, the bullpen was just.
I'm sorry, but our back end.
And you guys were dealing with so many injuries and whatnot that it was just like, I feel bad for him because I've been, you know me, I've jumped ship. Mm-hmm. I'm now a Dodgers fan, so there you go.
That's right, because we don't appreciate cheaters.
No, I was a big Red Sox fan for a very long time, and I just don't deal with cheaters. Just like I hate the Astros for the same reason.
Absolutely, man.
So,
and we all know about my cheater pumpkin eater, don't we, Miss
Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater.
I had to throw one out. That one for Tay. She's gonna love that one.
Yep.
All right. So I'm looking forward to it. We have a good chance. I mean, we basically have an all-star batting order right now. We got Mookie, Freeman, Shohei. Of course, Muncie's still a good hitter. Oh God, what's our catcher's name? Will Smith. I should remember that. It's easy to remember.
Yeah.
He's a good hitter. I mean, we got a loaded lineup. It's really crazy how good our lineup is. But I can't believe we got Shohei. It's just like, I can't believe it.
It's crazy, dude, because we've been following his career. We talked about how good this guy was. Now he's with the Dodgers. It's like,
even better. It's like, oh, thank you.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Though there was a little bit of interesting baseball news from the Dodgers organization as they actually fired Shohei Ohtani's interpreter because I guess he was smuggling money out of Shohei's account.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was crazy to hear. So, what's that? No, never mind. I was just making sure it was nothing important. It wasn't important. I was trying to see if I wanted to join someone else I follow as live. I'm like, no, we're doing our own live. We're good.
I know, it's like, why are you doing that? Like it's cool, but whatever.
Right? If they invited us and we were done doing this,
yeah, that's true.
I would have been like, okay, cool.
Jump on and be like, what's up?
Right? So I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I don't know how many times I can say that, but I'm finally excited about a baseball year.
Yes.
Because it feels like we actually have a good chance. I'm not saying we're going to win it. It just feels like we have the opportunity because I don't feel like something's wrong.
As long as everyone can stay healthy,
yeah,
you're going to have a good year.
Well, that too. See, if one of our batters does get hurt, hope knock on wood that it doesn't happen.
Right.
But if it's to come, I don't think it will be detrimental to us. It's the pitching staff I'm worried about. And
right.
Shohei is not pitching yet. He doesn't start pitching until next year because of that Tommy John surgery he had. So, which I find weird. It's like you can't extend your elbow out for throwing, but you can do it for swinging.
Right.
I'm confused about that.
How's that work? Maybe
you're still kind of stretching out that elbow a little bit.
Maybe different mechanics, though. Really, I don't know.
I guess maybe it might be just the way how the elbow bends versus batting versus swing. But I mean, you're still kind of going from a bent to straight to bent to straight.
Right. And depending on
I guess
how
you're
hard
not,
you swing,
yeah, because he swings it hard. He doesn't hit them softly. He's not hitting singles and a couple of doubles here and there. He's swinging for the fences at almost every swing of the bat. So, all right, you ready to move on to some football talk?
Let's do it, brother.
I'm gonna try not to cry. Bro, I can't do it.
I'm right there with you, dude.
Aaron Donald, man.
Donald.
10 years in the league, has retired from the Rams, man. And I was looking forward to this year, and then Aaron Donald just ripped my heart out. Just, bruh.
Yeah, he's not going to be easy at all to replace.
No, he's not.
He was the, center of that defense, and he's just one of them guys, dude. It's like when J.J. Watt retired. We were all kind of sad about that one, even though, he was never on any of our teams. We still followed his career. We thought it was cool
because he's a great guy.
The cool thing about Aaron Donald is we got to meet him
in Jacksonville after the game. That was so great.
That was so cool. He signed a hat for me. He signed a flag for you. We had a good time, dude. It was just so much fun.
And his family is great. His wife is the best.
Yeah, she was the one that made sure. She's like, I'm gonna make sure he sees you guys.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my God, it's Aaron Donald. And what's weird is like I'm tall enough to look him in the eye, but I'm still scared of him because he's just
big,
like,
dude.
You're like, oh my God.
And not many people do you get that feeling from them where you're like full on just like, if you say the wrong thing to this guy, he could snap you like a twig.
Right.
So you're kind of awestruck. You know what I mean? It's like one of the main event players or something. You're just like,
right.
So I mean, I'd be that way too if I ever met somebody like Peyton Manning or somebody like that.
Oh yeah.
I'd be like, oh my God. I mean, I remember one time my dad called me up and told me, I met Jerry Rice out on the golf field, and I go, oh my God, dude, because I can only imagine how that is, and now I know how that kind of feels meeting Aaron Donald. It was just one of the moments, and the dude was humble. Mm-hmm. He was cool.
Oh yeah.
And he took pictures with us. He talked to us. He was a cool guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
His kids were great. They were funny.
Yeah, they were cute.
His little one at the time is pointing at the dad. We're like, yes, we know who your daddy is.
You here to see my daddy?
Basically, yep. And we're like, yep, we're here to see that. Man. Holy cow! It was just like, and then just it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is too, not only that for your dad, but also John Dad, meaning LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah, dude. He actually sold his family a home, and that's freaking amazing.
It's
dude.
like, how do you keep your composure with that?
Right?
I wouldn't have been able to. Even if I'm supposed to be professional, if you're famous and I'm like,
And check this out. My dad gave me the LeGarrette Blount jersey that he had.
Yeah.
He got a jersey from him, and it was an Oregon jersey.
Yeah.
So
that's why we're geeking out, because
man, like,
he was never a Ram.
I would totally put it up, like hang it somewhere or something. But it's kind of one of them things. It sits in the closet by itself, like, oh.
Honestly, I'm surprised he doesn't wear it as a night shirt.
Dude, it's huge, dude. It's big.
He uses it as a blanket. Cuddled up in his LeGarrette Blount jersey, just,
Yeah.
Taco LeGarrette Blount jersey. Looking like a taco.
But man, that's just so cool, dude.
Yes, but it's
really sad to see Aaron Donald go.
It is, and then of course I'm sitting there going, sign Chase Young, 1 year prove a deal.
Yes.
Sign Chase Young, 1 year prove a deal. Goes to New Orleans. I'm like, damn it! It's like, come on, man. I needed Chase Young. He's 25. He's not Aaron Donald, no, but at least he's a good gap to, for a rookie that's probably coming in.
Right.
And it's just like, I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, what are we doing? But hey, I'm happy. The Rams got some good signings. Your team's been doing some interesting stuff. Of course, we talked about.
Splashes, yeah.
Got
dude.
Russell Wilson. That's fantastic. And I hate to say it because we like Kenny. It is an upgrade over Kenny.
It is an upgrade. And the reason why is because, and I almost compare him to Ben, because Ben could actually move a little bit.
Yeah.
But at least we know Russell Wilson, he can move.
The problem is that Kenny can move too. They called stupid plays.
That's
what I was mad about. It's like if he got a good offensive coordinator, like, I don't know, Arthur Smith. Oh wait, they did do that, but they didn't do it until this season. There's your problems. Like if you guys had a good one, you probably could have used his legs a little bit better.
And the problem with it is too is even if Russell Wilson did do the minimum deal. Yes, I love how he's sticking it to the Broncos. What is it, like 36, 37 million?
He's getting like $38 million.
Is it
from
38?
the Broncos?
Yeah, that's
and 1.2 from
dude.
you guys.
That's
He's basically
crazy.
still getting $40 million this year. You just don't have to pay the bill. That much of a bill.
So, I see why Pickett got upset and he wanted out, but it's like, dude, it still sucks because I thought he was going to be our guy. I know a lot of people talk crap about him, but I know our line's not that great. So
yeah, you guys. That's why I couldn't believe you guys traded us Kevin Dotson last year.
Yeah,
I was shocked. I was like, and then Dotson played so well for us. I'm like, why'd you guys give up Dotson? He was pretty good.
He's
for
good,
us.
man. And then getting rid of Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, that was
a big surprise for me because I was like, what are we thinking here? Like. Because he was our number 2 guy.
Right. At times still kind of your number 1 because we know Pickens had a little bit of dropsies at times.
Yeah, dropsies, stepping out of bouncies, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So, and whining like a little prima donna, wanting to be the guy, but you can't pull it off.
Right.
So
that was a little bit of a shocker. Though you did get, I'm not saying he's a great corner, but it does help your secondary to get another corner. I think the trade was actually pretty good. Dante Jackson is a pretty good corner.
It's definitely good, dude. We needed that on the back end.
Yeah, if you could have somehow fleeced Carolina for J.C. Horn, that would have been fantastic.
Right, that would have been even better.
That would have been fantastic. I would have been like, okay, go ahead and take Deontay Johnson. We'll take J.C. Horn, baby. Because that would have been fantastic. I would have been just like, yo, yes, Pittsburgh's front office, bow down. Yes.
So I love that they're making moves.
What about the Fields trade?
The Fields trade.
Trading for Justin
It's
Fields.
okay. I get trying to start your quarterback room all the way over.
Mhm.
I get it. You got a number one quarterback. You want to start over. You don't want there to be any egos or any
Right.
anything going on. I've been here longer than you. I deserve more than this. Da-da-da.
Right.
You don't want no kinks in your roster like that. So
Absolutely.
I somewhat understand it. Did it surprise me? Yes. Very much so, that the fact that they full on Kenny Pickett left and then, they bring over Justin Fields, and I'm like, okay. I mean, his game record says he's better than Pickett, but I don't know.
Not by much.
Yeah.
What I do appreciate the fact though is Fields is actually kind of a little bit a faster version of Russell. So if, knock on wood again,
Yeah.
if Russell gets hurt, you have the same similar skill set at quarterback. You're not having to change your offense so drastically to be different. Now, you might not throw as much because Fields hasn't really been proven as a great thrower of the football.
Yeah.
But at the same time, his mobility, like I said, he is kind of a faster Russell Wilson. And so that would actually be okay. It's not going to be, you hope it's not very long if Russ is hurt. Because I think Russell's experience alone makes him way better just in that aspect.
Yeah.
But it's not so like, oh my God, I have this guy who's a scrambler, can make plays with his feet, and then you just have a pocket passer who doesn't move hardly at all.
Right.
So now you got to change your whole offense. And so it makes it nice where he can kind of still do some of the similar things. And they did it early enough, so he's gonna be learning basically almost at the same rate as Russell, the offensive playbook. It's not gonna be totally different from each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why at least they got it done quick enough where Russell doesn't really have a whole advantage. They can kind of work together to learn the playbook instead of Russell having to be like, oh, I'm this far ahead. Now I got to help this kid catch up a little bit so he doesn't embarrass the team. Instead of, hey, man, let's have some study sessions, let's get this and figure out what it needs to be done.
And what's cool about it, too, is if they're going a full new quarterback room,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what if they don't pick up another one? What if they decide to wait till the draft, then they pick up another quarterback somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
And an Oregon boy wouldn't be nice to have.
Yeah, Bo Nix,
Just saying, Bo Nix, baby, how you doing?
Of course, wouldn't mind Bo Nix being in the Rams offense.
I don't think either of us would, and I wouldn't care if he went there either, as long as we got to see him, right? Just
basically, don't go to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Don't go to New England, and for the love of God, don't go to the Cowboys.
there you go.
Oh. And then I can like you. Because I still kind of struggle. I'm starting to like the Chargers a little bit. I'm still not happy that they're in Los Angeles. But they have Herbie. And they're finally doing right by him. They got John Harbaugh signing. Or Jim Harbaugh, sorry. John's already in the NFL. He's your rival and coach for you. So Jim Harbaugh's back in the NFL. So I'm looking forward to the draft. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, the draft.
This draft is going to be insane.
It's gonna be fun.
First round is going to be nuts. I wouldn't be surprised if half the picks in the freaking first round are traded. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. That's how deep this whole freaking first round is going to be between what you can get at quarterback, what you can get at wide receiver, and also what you can get on edge rushers. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising at all to see about half of the 32 picks be traded at some point.
And you're just happy because you got a first round pick this year.
Oh my God, yes. But for the love of God, we might actually have to move up for edge rusher or someone to replace Donald.
How many years has
It's been 8 years.
Yeah.
8 long years.
So hopefully they don't trade it.
I wouldn't mind if they lose out on the guy they want to trade out on draft day. Not now. The only way I want to see a trade is if the Rams are trading up.
Yeah.
Right now. That's the only way I want to see it. But they don't know how the draft's going to shake out, so they're not going to try to trade up at this point. Because there's nothing they covet. They have a quarterback, Matthew Stafford. We have good receivers, so we don't really need to do that. We fixed our. I kind of feel like we fixed our offensive line for the most part. When we re-signed Dotson, we signed Jonah Jackson from Detroit. We're moving Avila from guard to center, and he played guard a lot at TCU, so it's not going to be something new to him. Because I was funny when we signed Johnny Jackson, I'm like, cool, we got a guard. I'm like, wait a minute, we re-signed Dotson. I'm like, where the hell's this guy playing? Who's playing center? Because we don't have one. And then they're like, Avila's going to move to center. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Because I was sitting there panicking. I'm like, who's playing center for us? Because we don't have one. Actually, I was kind of hoping, since we didn't technically have a center, I was kind of actually hoping for Jackson Powers Johnson, center from Oregon. Would have been nice, but hey, probably not going to happen. But you could pick up for your team. Your team might need a new center.
Right.
Just saying, if he's there, might pick him up. Never know. Be a good duck in Pittsburgh.
There you go.
Since don't look like he's going to be around because that's not a need anymore. Because we kind of got that figured out. Definitely would think. So we're obviously going to have to look at finding Aaron's replacement. It's going to be far front and center. That's why I said the only thing I can see is if we can't trade up and the guy that we want doesn't make it to us, then that's when I wouldn't mind seeing us trade back and possibly trading out of the first round, because then we get another first rounder next year. We probably will be picking in the top 5 of the second round on Friday night, the following night on Friday. So I wouldn't be devastated if we went another year without a pick. It's just right now. Invitation to go live to get... No, it's okay. It's an invitation. It's not someone asking to come in. But that's where I was always... that's where I'm kind of worried. It's like, how are we going to replace Donald? Right. That's why I was like, Chase Young would have been nice for a year. Prove it year. If he does good, then you keep him for longer. If he doesn't, or if he prices himself... He does so well, he prices himself out of a...
But
of a Ranger.
That's not even an option, so...
I know, I'm just saying it would have been nice because I don't know what we're doing at that spot.
Well, we'll see. The draft is coming, bro.
Donald makes me want to cry. The Jets, though, have been making some interesting moves lately. They signed Tyrone Smith to be their left tackle. Got Mike Williams. Mike Williams is supposed to see you guys later this week.
Yeah, man. I was actually looking forward to that, but
someone to replace Deontay.
Didn't happen.
He stayed in New York. He went to New York and stayed. He's going to be a Jet. I mean, hey, man, the Jets, at least, you're looking like you're actually making a better effort than you were last year when you signed all of Aaron's buddies. You can now basically told them to go, and now you're looking like a team that's trying to go for it this year because your coaching staff kind of needs to go for it this year. Otherwise, it ain't looking good.
Yeah, and hopefully Rodgers is ready to go. I know he's acting like he's so much better, but we'll see what happens. Because I'm sorry, but you're only a couple plays into that game, dude.
4. That's all you lasted. 4.
Yep.
And I was sitting there going, you should have handed the ball off a couple more times because Breece Hall was motoring that Bills defense to start. And I'm like, dang, Breece Hall's going and going. I mean, hey, they won the game, but when you're starting quarterback only lasts 4, yikes.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised the Rams got Jimmy Garoppolo, though.
Yeah, that's a good backup, though, just in case. Cause
and I like Garoppolo.
Stafford,
And I hate him when he's a Patriot.
Then there's that, right?
Because
he never got a chance to shine there, so...
Well, who was going to get a chance to shine
right?
there? No one was getting a chance to shine there. I mean, good luck to whoever gets drafted 3rd overall by then.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
That too. Well, at least that coach is gone. So the cheating is out the building, hopefully.
And I hear the peanut gallery in the back laughing over there.
That's right. How's the sound quality, by the way?
AJ said she could not hear you on yours.
On mine?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
That is not good. Can you hop over there real quick?
On yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick technical timeout.
Technical timeout.
That ain't good.
Sorry, she recorded it a while, but she said hi to you, and then she realized she said spotty. Or let me see. Comments might still be on.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
In and
Hola.
What about him?
Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me?
Tara, can you hear him?
I'm yours, Randy.
Huh?
I'm on yours.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Nothing on yours.
Nothing at all.
Oh, it went out.
What?
What?
Now it's back in.
I'm confused.
I'm confused too. So the audio's going in and out?
Okay, you guys are about 3 to 5 seconds delayed when I get hear it.
Okay.
Okay.
So it might not be too bad.
That'd be alright.
Hopefully.
So I don't know.
That's okay.
You
I
having trouble too?
No, we're just doing a test, and you said something about it, so I was just doing a test.
Alright, well, let's get back to this.
All right, so it'll be interesting. I still don't think the Jets are going to amount to much. I don't see them overtaking the Dolphins, even with a healthy Aaron Rodgers. And Buffalo looks like they're going to own the division for a while. So I can't buy. They should be better than the Patriots. Again, that doesn't really look like it would be too hard. So, all right, man, are you ready?
Oh, Lord, here we go. Let's go.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready. I've been dreading this all week, bro.
Well, at least I gave you a warning.
You did give me a warning, but it's not something I want to really sit here and talk about. And the only reason, let's be honest, the only reason why you're talking about it is because the man is a Laker.
I'm not doing it because
It's
he's a Laker. I'm
Yes,
not
you
doing
are.
it because he's a Laker.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
But let's go.
Freaking butthead. Let me sip of water for this. Alright. So I'm going to make a case, by kind of destroying a case, for LeBron to be considered the GOAT. Okay? He's still not the GOAT. And the case I'm going to destroy, obviously, is from the supposed GOAT. Everybody else's GOAT. This one's GOAT. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Oh, yes. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. How do we know you so well? Well, you're the face of Nike. You basically saved Nike, honestly. Nike was mostly known for being a track athletic.
He's full on talking trash, but he went to see the movie too.
Of course, because I want to see how it actually worked out for him. You hear things, but you get closer to the. You're never going to get the full truth in a movie that's based on a true story. But the closer you can get to the truth, it's kind of satisfying. Anyways, thank you for that. So as we all know, Nike was on the verge of possibly going even on bankruptcy because it was just known as a track and field apparel company. It was dabbling into basketball, wasn't really going well. The basketball division of Nike took a chance with, Sonny Vaccaro decided, I want to use, instead of taking the money and allotting it to 3 different players, I want to take all of this money, pool it together, and spend it all on Michael Jordan. And the reason why he wanted to go with Jordan, because he felt Jordan was going to be different. And he was different. He was fantastic. I'm not going to discredit how good Jordan actually was, especially for the team in Chicago that was, at the time, known for doing a little too much recreational stuff that you're not supposed to be doing.
Oh, you mean what the Trailblazers do nowadays?
No. Worse. It was the white stuff, not the green stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were called the Game Circus in Chicago. Sorry, I'm not going to say that on the line because I'm not getting this thing turned off.
There you go.
It's the C word for, bad stuff that you can do.
Man, I'm really thirsty. I need a Coke.
Yeah, you do.
There you go.
Anyways, so they did this. They made the pitch. They ended up getting Jordan. Worked out great for basketball altogether. They even decided on a whim that they wanted more color in their shoes for Jordan to make sure he wanted to actually join this. But the NBA at the time had this really weird rule on shoes that they had to be at least, I believe, 51% white. Sounds a little weird, but, that's how the NBA wanted. They kind of wanted uniformity, basically. You have your team colors, but then the shoes basically had to be mostly uniform to an NBA dress code.
Are we talking about the Nike thing, or are we talking about? Are we gonna get to your point here?
We're getting to the. I'm just setting the stage, please. Thank you. Because also someone is still pretty popular in shoes, just not as popular as Jordan. Okay, so he leads where he walked. LeBron was able to run, basically. Okay, that's where I'm getting at. So, anyways, Nike decides that they'll pay any fines that Jordan gets over the year if they have mostly black and red shoes for him. And he even goes on late night shows with Letterman and talks about the shoe and says that, Nike's paying the fines for me because I'm not supposed to wear these, but I am. And then that's how the whole shoe revolution really kicks off. Converse tried. It really seemed like they were going to do something when they got Bird and Magic, especially how well they were doing in the 80s, but it just never, Converse really couldn't take off. It became really popular, though, in the skating world, which is a pretty good deal still. I mean, that's really popular amongst people because, again, the reason why basketball was so popular, it is technically a cheap sport for everybody of all walks of life to be able to afford. You just need a basket, and you just need a hoop, and some good shoes to hopefully you don't trip over yourself.
There you go.
Converse were really good with skateboards, and all you basically need to skate is a skateboard. So that's how that worked out for them. Anyways, but we're going to go for the basketball purpose because that's the whole point. But I was just saying, it was just a little intro to it. So Jordan,
as to why somebody is who he is today. Someone had to trail the blaze there. So let's go. Or whatever you want to call it.
blaze the trail.
Blaze the trail.
He started thinking about the Portland Trail Blazers. He got Portland on his mind. He got Portland
on my mind.
Anyways, Jordan only wins one playoff game in his first 6 years. Doesn't win a series. Gets mostly swept. Loses to the Dynasty Celtics, Dynasty Pistons. Doesn't win an NBA title until he gets a top 50 player in Scottie Pippen. Beats an aging Lakers team with a probably not all the way right in his mind because he was starting to feel the effects of HIV, Magic Johnson. Beats a Portland Trailblazers team that was already kind of old and a lot of people were... And he kind of had a chip on his shoulder because he probably felt he should have went 2 instead of Sam Bowie. So, a little chip on your shoulder. Nike, I'm sure, would have really loved it if Jordan was just up the road in Portland. I know Portland claims Beaverton, but it's not. They're closer to Salem than they are Portland, so don't even start on me with that. Portland. Anyways. Thank you for the beep. Anyways, so he had a chip on the shoulder. Suns team that had Barkley, but Barkley was not really Barkley anymore, to me anyways. He didn't seem like he was Charles Barkley. He was kind of just like, kind of getting on a little long on the tooth, Barkley. Of course, then retires. You can figure out whatever conspiracy theory you want to go with. Some say he just did it because his dad was murdered and wanted to play baseball in honor of his father. Some say he had bad gambling debts, which actually led to the murder of his father, which then the reason why he left because the NBA found out he had such bad gambling debts and issues that he also probably betted on NBA games, and they didn't want to Pete Rose's butt, so they told him to go away for at least a year, and we'll kind of move away from that. Everybody kind of forgets about it, and you can come back. Or the dude just really wanted to play baseball and give it a shot. I mean, I can't blame you. If you think you can play Major League Baseball and give it a shot, why not give it a shot, right?
I mean, Deion did it, so...
Kind of saw Deion do it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see hey, I want to give this a shot. And it does, from what I've heard and the stories is he did actually promise his father at some point he would give baseball a try before he died. So it sounds like he was also keeping a promise to his dad, which I'm cool with too.
Yeah.
But when he does come back, I'm not counting that season where he only played 25 games. I'm not counting that really against him because it's not really fair. He came back, played 25 games, and lost to Orlando Magic. Whoop-de-flipping-do. But you won again. You beat the Supersonics, who... I mean, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp were pretty good, but the rest of the team, pretty much hot garbage. That's why we don't have the Seattle Supersonics anymore anyways. They're Oklahoma City Thunder. Anyways. And then you beat the Jazz twice. Karl Malone and long in the tooth John Stockton. I mean, come on. Who'd you beat? Who'd you beat in the East? A crappy Knicks team, an overrated Pacers team, and that was about it. There was no one else really good. You did beat the Cavaliers, who thought they were good in the late 80s, early 90s, and that turned out to be wrong. So, that was a
That
dog.
was weird.
That was a dog trying to enter.
That was one of my beasts.
Yeah, one of the mini beasts.
One of the mini beasts trying to.
So basically, what I'm
Say
just
that.
saying though, went to, what was it, 8 straight finals, has won 4. Yes, Michaels went 6-0, never went to a game 7. But what I don't like though is everybody looks at his career like it's just those 6 seasons, and not counting the fact that he didn't do crap before he didn't have Pippen, and also they just basically ignored his Wizards years. LeBron dragged a team in Cleveland in 07 to the finals and got swept, yes. But I'm sure you'd be tired too if you're carrying an entire franchise to the NBA finals.
He did a lot of that in the playoffs and stuff. I'll give him that.
Goes to Miami. Yeah, you kind of can give him crap for going to Miami to finally win a title, but he also went to learn to win. Miami was really good. Even without him, they were still, not, I wouldn't say probably NBA contenders, but they were a thorn in your side contenders, and it was a pain in the butt to watch. Because it's like, okay, Superheat, go away for a minute because you're just like killing us. Goes back to Cleveland, fulfills his promise of winning them a championship. Again, Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie's alright now when he's not crazy.
Yeah, when we won't get on his political views, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Or worldviews. Literal flat worldviews.
Yeah,
Anyways,
there you go.
And that team was kind of like meh, and they beat. But anyways, so he's beaten a Thunder team that was loaded with good young talent: Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Harden. Loses 2, but then eventually beats. He beats then the. Okay, so he lost to the Mavericks in the first go around with the Heat, or first season. Second season they beat Thunder. Third season, they beat the Spurs, so he kind of got redemption back on the Spurs for beating him before. Then the Spurs got back on him after that, the next year, and beat them. And then when he went back to Cleveland, he lost to the Warriors. Steph Curry-led Warriors, which was really good. We all know that. One of the best teams. Got them back the following year. Got back again. He lost. And then he decided, you know what? I've done everything I can for this franchise. And once again, it's starting to feel like they aren't able to do nothing. Kyrie complained and left. LeBron carried a team deep into the playoffs again. Failed again. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to go to LA. Strip my team for Anthony Davis. A little pissed about that still. But hey, we made a championship run. And of course, everybody's like, it's in the bubble.
It's in the bubble. I know. It's done.
So stupid. It's like, you know what? Bubble yourself then, bubble boy.
Yep.
But I'm just trying to say, because everybody's like, well, it's 6-0. If we're talking about championships and who has more, then why isn't Russell the GOAT? And I'm talking about Bill Russell. Why isn't he the GOAT? 11 times in 13 seasons, winning 8 straight in the 60s. Oh, well, you'll say, well, it's a different era. They weren't really playing anybody in the 60s. Well, who was Jordan playing in the 90s? Because guess what? Bird and the Celtics got old. Pistons got old. Lakers were old. And Magic was mentally probably just not there anymore because he already kind of had a feeling he was going to be dealing with something. And in November, later that year, literally walked away from basketball due to HIV. Eventually would come back when he figured out he can actually keep it under control as best as he could at the time. Of course, modern medicine now, probably he does it very well now. But
Yeah.
but at the time, we basically had no answers. And he was needing to manage it. Of course, then you also had everything where, well, if he starts bleeding, I start bleeding, we touch, it's passable, which sucks. It is passable that way. So it just makes things worse. So they had to take all the precautions they can. And then that actually helped the NBA because they even started making sure if you got to cut, you're out of the game until you get that thing fixed anyways.
Yeah.
So that's actually kind of good news. And the rest, keep an eye out for. They are locked on for that. So it's actually not a bad rule anyways. So that's fantastic. So that's just my point, though. I just don't give everybody... I get Jordan was great. I just can't call him the greatest of all time.
What you're saying is, he was great, but he was only great with one team. What you're saying is LeBron James was great with 3 teams.
He's won 4 titles in 3 different locations. And yes, I'm going to be grateful to him for winning the Lakers an 18th title in their franchise's history. Whether it's bubble or not, shut up. I don't care. They tied back up with the Celtics.
Yeah.
And granted, I really did wish he was gone. I'm just saying, though, he hasn't done it with a guy you would go, that also guy is really great. Glad he got that guy.
Right.
Other than Wade. I would honestly say Wade's about the only one where you're like, wow, that's a great NBA player.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis can't stay healthy. Everybody almost always had a flaw. Love, he's just...
Injury prone.
He was injury prone. Davis is injury prone. Bosch was out of sorts in Miami because he's not a perimeter big. He was an inside big. So it was really hard for him. But Jordan got somebody who can help lock him down. And I get it. LeBron doesn't play defense anymore. But LeBron was a pretty good defender back in his youthful days. I mean, once you start running 8 straight finals appearances, at some point you're going to get tired of playing on both ends of the court. You're going to kind of lapse a little bit. So that's it. That's all my story.
I mean, I get it. You know, I just think that it's just...
I just can't say he's the GOAT. That's the same thing with Brady, too. It's like, well, then Brady went to 10, he's lost 3. So why does that make him the GOAT over Montana, who, like Jordan, went to 4 and never lost? I mean, the only thing that's better in Brady's case over Montana's case is the fact that he's the only quarterback that's gone to 10.
Yeah.
And will possibly, unless Mahomes keeps this run going, will be the only. Yeah, if he keeps that going, at this point right now, we can only for surely say Brady's going to be the only one that's ever done 10.
It's funny because if our teams don't make it,
we're Chiefs fans.
We're always Chiefs
We're
fans.
Chiefs fans now, baby. Oh, if our teams are gone, Kansas City, here we come, baby.
We've been Chiefs fans before the whole Taylor Swift era. So.
Yes, don't even get us started with it. We're not Tay-Tay fans.
Yeah, no.
We're not T-Swifties.
Nope. No, don't know nothing about a Swiftie.
Nope. But I'm happy he's found somebody who he seems to really enjoy being around. They may be in love. We don't know. We don't need to know. That's none of our business, honestly. And, and she seems happy.
He's happy.
She's happy. They're happy. Hey.
They're happy. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But we were, and granted, I was also a year longer Chief fan than this one.
Yeah.
Only because, again, he didn't like someone being compared to a really legendary quarterback as Brett Favre. And then he got to watch him play because I kept making him watch him play and go, you know what?
This guy's pretty damn good.
This guy's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I went, you see what I'm talking about? You're like, all right, my bad.
I get it. I'm sorry.
My bad. So I'm just saying, but like I said, I don't view Jordan or LeBron as the GOAT. They're not my GOATs. My GOAT is somebody who can make their team all around better by being a distributor, a scorer. Some people disagree and agree on Magic's defensive side of the ball. He did pretty well. Granted, all of his highlights are on offense mostly. But, I mean, the dude was a wizard with the basketball, man. He could just...
They called him Magic for a reason, man.
Yeah, it wasn't just because of that smile.
Yep.
He had that $1 million smile, but, man, he can make a ball look like, hey, look, there's the ball. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Where'd it go? I don't know. Oh, my guy just scored on you. What? Where? What?
Yep.
What do you mean he just scored? Well, because the ball was here. I made a cool little pass that you couldn't see because I'm freaking Magic Johnson. And it's over there, and boop.
Well, it was fun, brother.
It was. I had a great time, sir.
I hope everybody enjoyed the lives.
Me too.
I'm sorry we didn't get to interact much, but if anybody's in here and wants to talk now, let's, look at our comments, see if somebody has something to say.
Anybody at all? Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Yes, I am really this white. with this really weird pink complexion that I have. I'm not sure if I'm sunburnt or not. It kind of looks like it. My face is a little warm there. I was outside on Sunday. Straight up sun, straight in my face.
Somebody sent us a gift on Clapper. What's up?
Oh, thank you for the
Thank
gift
you
on
so
Clapper.
much. We appreciate it.
that. I don't know if we got anything on ours.
I'm not sure.
Doesn't look like anybody's in here right now anyway, so I guess we're good. Anybody, how do you know if anybody's in on the Clapper? Is it because the zero's up there too, I guess?
Yeah, I think the 0 shows how many views we have right now.
Viewers.
That's 0.
Okay, so no one's here.
And
So it looks like I think we're good to go,
we're good to
broski.
go, man. That was fun.
It was. I had a good time. Y'all have a good time? Well, no one's here, so I don't, we don't care if they had a good time anymore, I guess. But we appreciate anybody who did stop by and listened. Be sure to tune into the podcast. You will find us on Spotify. I do need to reach out to see if we are back on other platforms. The rebranding kind of
Messed everything up as far as
it's our fault. It's
Yeah.
not. I'm not blaming anybody
it's
on,
our fault.
on that team. That team's been fantastic.
They've been great to us.
So I'm not blaming them. It's our fault. We wanted to rebrand, so that's what happened.
But- Well, the way I look at it, man, we can do this now and we can be ourselves. You know, when we started the podcast, we didn't know what it was going to be. We didn't know what it was going to turn into. And then we ended up starting to go to live events and having fun, and you know, it was kind of awkward telling people, "Hey, we're Cooper and Big Man." I mean, it was a cool little, you know, get up, but when you want to get personal with somebody and talk to them, be like, "Hey,
Right.
this is who I am as a person." Hey, we're not really analysts. We're fans doing a podcast,
Right,
you
absolutely.
know, and we just want to be a part of some type of sport, you know. So
Someone's in the line.
sweet.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, pulpit.
How about mine?
You're still at 0. It
I'm
says.
still at 0.
And
Okay.
we're still. Oh, one.
Hey,
Oh,
we got one. Wait, they went boop.
they left. Hey, someone just a beep. Lagabed. Who's Lagabed? Oh, they're like, stop staring at us.
What up?
They're getting too close.
But yeah, we started the podcast. We didn't know where it was going to go. So, I mean, now that we're a little bit more established and we're doing well, it was time. It was time to rebrand. Time to, you know, be a little bit more of ourselves, and you know, and when we go to events now and things like that, it'll be a lot easier to.
And her Gmail is so much shorter.
That too. It'll be a lot easier to introduce ourselves and just, you know, be who we are.
That's right.
So that's what I'm enjoying. I cannot wait to get back to maybe doing interviews. Like I said, I'd like us to get some press passes, so maybe we can go to some events and go to locker rooms, speak to some of the players, things like that. Because we live in Florida, so you know, we have opportunities to go to big events and have a good time.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I mean, we literally have a college right down the road. We have an NFL team on the other road right up the road.
Yeah.
You know, we're not too far from Major League Baseball. We're not too far from the NBA. We're not too far from all that too. 4 hours north of us. So
And then we got wrestling all over the state, dude.
this is wrestling.
But this is
like
like wrestling country here.
This is
man.
wrestling country for sure.
So
All that practice with the Gators,
I mean,
live Gators.
then there's that, right?
Gotta wrestle the Gator to say it live. Oh look, this is kind of fun. Let's do it with something not trying to kill.
But I mean, we've had fun. We've done events. We've done a couple of indie events,
Mhm.
and it was really awesome to do interviews with some of the superstars and whatnot. And it was kind of an eye opener for us to see
Yeah,
what it's like behind the scenes and what it was like, you know, just to be able to see things from a different angle. And
absolutely.
I really enjoyed it, and I know you did too. And you know, that's why we're back here doing this the way we are, because we want to grow, we want to get bigger, so we can go to these events, so that we can speak to these superstars, these
Right.
these sports peoples and all that. So
Absolutely, man. That's what I'm looking forward to. Want to be able to meet people
it's gonna be fun, man.
and be more professional than I've ever been with people of fame. Because I have not been doing very well with that.
Right, we got to learn to stop getting a little awestruck, dude. Like, oh, yeah, yeah. Hopefully this summer we're thinking about going to River City Wrestling Con. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get the VIP passes this year. They're all sold out. So, but that is in St. Augustine, Florida. We're planning on going to that, and I know that we've been talking about wanting to go to some baseball games, maybe some football games this year. So we'll see what happens.
Hang on. Oh, crap. My life is trying to end.
That's not good. Is it because you were on so long?
I don't know. Here we go.
Okay.
Hey, I kept you on. Hello, everybody.
Wow.
Hello, people.
Yeah, someone says it's cutting out.
It is. It's cutting out bad. Oh, man.
Thanks, man.
Well, okay.
We'll definitely have to do this next time without the audio. So I thought
the mics,
we thought maybe it would work real well. So
Yep. That's all right. We'll get it figured out. So,
all right, well,
it's TikTok or something? Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Or it could be just the microphones weren't... my phone might not have been prepared. This is the first time with this. And
On the phone.
My life just paused itself.
Yeah, it did.
Did my phone just turn...
I think your phone might have died, bro.
What?
I think your phone died.
Did you die?
But did you die?
I think it did.
It did.
What the...
All right.
Well, I guess it told me...
I guess we're done, guys.
It just told me to shut up. Literally, by turning itself off. It's what... You know what? Bye. Damn. Okay. Wow. Oh, wait. That's not going to work. It was good seeing y'all. You're about to go off, too. Well, you know what? Here, let's get a proper send-off for this.
If it'll load.
Come on. Or not.
What's up with it?
I don't know.
What's it doing?
Whatever it wants, apparently.
Slide it again.
I can't. I think it's just going to shut your... Okay, that one live gone in some odd seconds. Thanks for tuning in.
Alright, thank you, Clapper. You guys are the only ones that didn't kick us. What's up?
Right?
So,
Hey, I got it to stay.
Oh, we're still live on mine. Cool.
Yeah, mine's not dead. It just started to turn itself off.
To just trip out.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Anybody in your life?
Thank you
No one's in your
guys
life.
for joining, and we very much appreciate it. We got somebody that just popped on the Clapper. We're getting these little
Cool.
people are going by quick.
All right.
So, but it's been fun, dude.
It has definitely been fun, man. I cannot wait to do it again.
Me too.
Tune in next week when we do this all again.
Yep.
Next week is going to be a little bit more geared towards, probably more geared towards wrestling.
Yes.
Basketball and baseball. Football's basically almost done now until the draft. So, hey man, looking forward to
a little
it.
sad about that, but yeah.
So sad. Well, I mean, UFL kicks off in a little over a week, so we'll have that to watch.
Definitely. It'll be fun to watch. Maybe we can cover some of their scores and just kind of watch how it does.
Absolutely, man.
So
The new league. Well, the two leagues merged.
The Spring League. How you doing?
The UFL, United Football League, brought to you by Amtrak. Probably not, but
And whoever else.
whatever. Probably not either. But anyway, all right. We appreciate you for stopping in, and as always, keep on talking sports.